Audio Jungle.
What's up, everybody at home? It's your boy, Sammy Socialite, here to bring you another Eating Sports Chat. Today on Eating Sports Chat, I am eating some delicious shrimp Alfredo. If anybody knows me, they know my favorite food is Alfredo. It could be shrimp, chicken, sausage, all that. I just love Alfredo. I will Alfredo you to death. But the other thing I got is a little crab legs, you know what I'm saying? Crab legs with a butter. Hopefully one day I'm be able to shout out the chef that prepared this delicious meal for me. So if you're interested in sponsoring an episode of Eating Sports Chat, make sure you reach out to me at Sammy_Socialite on Twitter or on Instagram. You can hit me at Pass the Pen Media or also Sammy_Socialite on Instagram. Those are the ways to get in contact with me. Do it. Let's go. But on today's episode, I got this beautiful shirt repping my Hawks, baby. Repping John Collins as he slams on Joel Embiid, bro. Oh, man. Love this shirt. Shout out John Collins, you know. This week 2 in NFL football, we had an epic Sunday night football game. Lamar Jackson versus Patty Mahommes. This was their fourth battle against each other, whether it's regular season or playoffs. They played a spectacular game like they usually do. Lamar was 0-3 versus Mahommes head-to-head. Whoo, that game was something special. The Chiefs went up. They were up 14-7. Lamar threw 2 pick sixes in the first half, straight to Honey Badger. Both of them was Honey Badger. So I wouldn't be shocked if Honey Badger got drug tested this week, because you get one was a pick six. Nah, I think both was pick sixes. But anyway, you get that. They're gonna be trying to pull up at your door, ask you to piss in the cup. But Lamar and team, they finally pulled back and they got a win. Primetime Jet, a.k.a. Hollywood Brown. Shout out my boy Hollywood. Hollywood scored. Wide open. Touchdown. Helped them get back in the game. Game coming to the close, man. One thing you don't want to do is give Patrick Mahommes the ball with any time left. Baltimore scored, took the lead, 36-35. The Chiefs have the ball. They give it to Clyde Edwards, not Eclair like some people call him, because they like eat food or whatever. But Clyde fumbles. Ravens recover. Ravens have to the Chiefs had, I think, 3 timeouts left. So the Ravens basically had to get a first down. It's 4th down. They get it. They win. Lamar gets his first win. Shout out to that. Tyreek Hill was shut down. But outside of that, Mahommes, Lamar, kudos to y'all. Y'all played a great game. Can't wait to see more of that. Titans versus Seahawks. This game, the Seahawks was literally blowing the Titans out. Russell is throwing touchdowns to Tyler Lockett. Another 60-yard bomb, Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett had 170 yards and a touchdown. I just want to let y'all know that Tyler Lockett and Russell Wilson are a freaking problem. Even though they have DK Metcalf, that's the one. Tyler Lockett, if you could get Tyler Lockett in fantasy, you should be doing great. Derick Henry Derick Henry starts to go off in the second half. Rushing. Derick Henry finished the game. 183 yards, 3 touchdowns, and the Titans won the game in overtime versus the Seahawks, which was a game that the Seahawks were winning basically the whole game until the end. So kudos to the Titans doing what they had to do. They got some player on their team called Bulio Bones or whatever. He had like 6 catches for 126 yards or something like that, but he had a touchdown that was overturned per usual because, you know, he can't score no touchdowns. Whoever, Bulio Jones, okay, anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. So, the Falcons. I know y'all want me to talk about the Falcons. We suck. We really suck. And, you know, we played Tampa Bay, Tom Brady. The Falcons haven't beat, I think we've never beat Tom Brady in his whole career. So, of course, we knew not to expect much. Game goes, they're beating the shit out of us. It's 28-10. 28-10. Tom Brady. 2 touchdowns to Gronk. 2 touchdowns to Mike Evans. 1 touchdown to Chris Godwin. Slinging the ball. 5 total touchdowns. 28-10. Falcons decide that they want to make it a competitive game. Cordero Patterson scores he scored the first touchdown to make it 10. Then he scored another touchdown on a pass from Matt. Crazy. I know. We go for 2. Matt pulls out his Matt Vick, gets the 2-point conversion. We score another touchdown. Calvin Ridley scores a touchdown. Now it's 28-25 all of a sudden. And it's like, uh-oh. Are we still in this thing? Damn Matty, man. I love Matt Ryan. I'm going to say it. I'm going to have to say it every episode all season, but I am going to be critical of Matt. I love him. One of those, he threw 3 picks. One was to Gage. He was trying to force the ball to Gage. Gage fell. He was already hurt. Don't know why you're forcing him to Gage in that situation. You got Calvin Ridley. Throw Ridley the ball. Let Ridley do what he's supposed to do. That's 1 pick. Second pick, it was a fucking tip. He got tipped at the line. Motherfucker catches the ball, runs it back, touchdown, pick 6. Then the same player gets another pick 6 on the next drive. Like, At that point, the game is basically over. Had a chance, lost a chance. Sad to see. I'm not giving Tampa no props because they were almost in trouble and they know they was in trouble. Quarterback injuries this season the injuries period is crazy. This week we have quarterbacks getting hurt. Andy Dawson goes down for real this time. They still don't know what's wrong with Andy Dawson. They haven't even officially said what's wrong with him. Tua, rib injuries. He's questionable. Tyrod Taylor, they literally just put Tyrod Taylor on the IR because he got a hamstring injury. Like, Tyrod can't stay healthy to save his life. Sorry, I wish better for him. He was doing good. The Texans won. They were winning versus the Browns before Tyrod went out. So, I don't know. Meanwhile, Carson Wentz, bro, he got hurt. This guy sprained not 1, but 2 ankles, bro. I don't know how you sprain both your ankles at the same time, but it gotta be some clumsy shit. So Carson Wentz out. I think their backup quarterback is freaking Jason Eason, y'all. I know my UGA people out there like, oh yeah, Eason. But yeah, remember he reps Washington because, you know, what y'all do at UGA, y'all get rid of the good quarterbacks. Another good quarterback that y'all got rid of, Justin Fields. Because Andy Dalton went down, the Bears had to play Justin Fields. Justin Fields went out there. The team got the win. That's what matters. Justin Fields didn't look amazing, but the team won, and I can't wait to see more of Justin Fields. We stand for Justin Fields at Eden Sports Chat. We stand for Justin Fields. The game on Monday night, Aaron Rodgers has a bounce back game against the Lions. Everyone's waiting for it. We know the week 1 Aaron Rodgers was a fluke. We want to see what happens. Halftime comes. The Lions are up on the Packers at halftime. No one would have thought that. But typical Aaron Rodgers comes back for the second half. He throws for, I think he threw for 4 touchdowns, if I remember correctly. He threw for 4 touchdowns. He threw for 3 touchdowns. No, it was 4. He threw for 4 because 3 of them went to Aaron Jones and 1 went to Devontae Adams. Now, Aaron Jones himself had 4 touchdowns in the game. And Aaron Jones, they basically blew away the Lions. Jared Goff looked like Jared Goff. So, I mean, the joke's really not on Detroit because they got like 4 first-round draft picks for trading Matthew Stafford for Goff. But at the end of the day, the joke is kind of on the Lions because they got exactly what Jared Goff is, and that's not a good quarterback. Aaron Jones, after rushing and catching for 4 touchdowns, he lost his football necklace that has his father's ashes in it. Lost the necklace in the end zone. It took them 3 hours after the game to find the necklace because it's green and black. And it was on the Packers field. But they did find it. He's very thankful that they found the necklace. Players, I know you're on TV. Don't play in jewelry. You should just know not to play with jewelry. Like, if it's not like a little baby chain, and even if it is a chain, like, do you not remember Talib and Crabtree, bruh? Like, necklaces get snatched in the NFL. Like, stop playing with these people. You will get your necklace snatched. Moving on to college football, I know Bama fans are very excited that they narrowly escaped Florida 31-29 on Saturday. Literally, when I say Bama was beating the piss out of Florida at first, and then Florida came back, and they stayed coming back. So it was a real tough matchup for them. They definitely should be happy that they slid away with that victory because Florida definitely put up a great fight against them. Georgia Tech played Clemson on national television. My team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, was on ABC on Saturday at 3:30 during the prime. Like, that's primetime college football time. Like, and we had the game 7-0, about to score a touchdown before halftime. 36 seconds before halftime. And a fake lightning delay comes in, and they have to pause the game. Now, when I say fake, the NCAA rules say that if lightning is 8 miles or less away, then they have to stop the game for 30 minutes. The lightning that they stopped the game for was 13 miles away, which means that they stopped the game before Georgia Tech scored a touchdown to kill the momentum and to give Clemson some time to get their shit together. Now, the funny thing about it is the game only ended up being 14-8 when they resumed play. Probably 2 hours later, because that's how many delays they had. They kept delaying. So, Clemson escaped Georgia Tech. They were actually really good. Shout out to my boys. Florida State. Florida State is 0-3. They've had some very bad losses. They just lost to Wake Forest. It's time to fire Norvell. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. FSU fans and FSU players deserve better. Amari Gaynor deserves better. He works his butt off at linebacker for Florida State. He don't deserve to be like this. Fire Norvell. They need a new coach ASAP. So, y'all know, like I said, every week since football season is back, we're going to do a fantasy star of the week and a fantasy bum of the week. And if you were playing fantasy, I think I just have to explain, like, it's a little different because it's not if the person's team wins or what their real game effect is. It's basically what they did for fantasy. And it was hard this week. It was a few bums. Like there was some players that didn't do what they were supposed to do. George Kittle, don't know what's going on with you. Dak Prescott, that's one of those players, like, his team won for what their game consisted of. He only threw four incompletions. He threw one pick, no touchdowns, though. And so in the world, and he had a fumble. So in the world of fantasy football, if you have a fumble and interception and no touchdowns, you basically don't have no points. So Dak was almost a bum. But the bum of the week is New York Giants wide receiver Kenny Galladay. Because not only did Kenny Galladay have multiple passes go through his hand, Kenny Galladay was seen on the sidelines arguing with former head coach, but current offensive coordinator Jason Garrett. Arguing with Jason Garrett about something that we still don't know. But, my man, you got targeted 8 times. You caught the ball 3 times, 33 yards. You were the bum. They said you were going to go off that game. Bum of the week. We played on Thursday Night Football, dog. We could have played more players that did better than you on Sunday. You got to do better. Stop arguing with your offensive coordinator before you get one target a game. And it's not like Jason Garrett's not like a former head coach. Like, I mean, he's he might not be like the most respected head like coach, but show some respect for Jason Garrett, Kenny Galladay. Like, it's not like you a real baller at wide receiver. So yeah, check that. And the star of the week, this could have been a lot of people. Like I said, Aaron Jones had 4 touchdowns. Tyler Lockett had almost 200 receiving yards, but he only had 1 touchdown. Tom Brady threw for 5 touchdowns. But this week, the fantasy player with the most total points in basic and PPR leagues was Derick Henry. If you had Derick Henry on your fantasy team, you got the W this week. Derick Henry had 182 yards on the ground, 55 receiving yards, so over 200 yards from scrimmage. He had 3 touchdowns. Team got the win. Fantasy total 41.7 fantasy points in a PPR standard league. What the heck, bro? That's the star of the week. It was better. I mean, it wasn't better people than Derick Henry. Like, he literally was the best. Keep running that rock. If you drafted Derick Henry, hey, at least you got that win. Sure, I'm just gonna say I have one more football thing I'm finna throw in because the NFL announced that they're gonna do the very first in-season Hard Knocks. And the Indianapolis Colts are that special team that are going to be on Hard Knocks. It's going to start filming in the middle of the season. It's going to air in the middle of the season. It's going to be crazy. It's never been done before. Hard Knocks always is preseason and training camp. This is going to be crazy. I'm excited to see what the Colts have. And I'm excited to see Kenny Moe Shout out to Kenny Mo, Valdosta State University. That's the alma mater, and I definitely covered Kenny Mo at VSU and when he was at Lowndes in Valdosta, Georgia. So I'm excited to see all the drama that's going to be Carson Wentz spraining 2 ankles and what they do for their playoff push. So basketball is on the way. It's not here yet, but it's on the way. So therefore, I'm going to sneak in some basketball. Anthony Davis of the Los Angeles Fakers. Anthony Davis got married, and while I wasn't personally invited to said wedding, I followed the plethora of athletes that were at said wedding, and I felt like I was at the wedding, and it was a very, very beautiful wedding, very beautiful. AD was obviously in love with his bride. Congratulations to them. Anthony Davis had all the players at the wedding. I personally was stalking Quinn Cook's Instagram story because, he was getting all the good stuff. So I got to see LeBron. LeBron was turning up, y'all. Like, LeBron looked like he was lit. And I'm pretty sure he didn't want Quinn Cook to be recording that, but he did. Shout out to LeBron. He was having a good time for his teammate. Anthony Davis was singing his heart out, y'all. He was singing to his beautiful wife, and he was sounding a hot mess, but he was singing. And he did a little duet with Johnny Gill. Yeah, it was quite hilarious. So, again, congratulations to him. Now, Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons of the 76ers. He has stated that he will not be showing up to training camp. He will not be playing another game for the 76ers. So, he has a contract he just signed like 2 years ago. Basically, in the NBA, the way it works, I mean, if you don't want to play, the team basically ends up coming up with a way to trade you. And they've been asking for some wild prices, like anything like 3 to 4 first-round draft picks, another star player or 2 in return for Ben Simmons, and it's just not been working. Nobody wants Ben Simmons. But my concern with Ben Simmons my issue with Ben Simmons is literally like, bro, y'all lost the playoffs to the Hawks. As you can see, he's slamming on you. You lost the playoffs because you wasn't shooting, you was missing free throws. How the hell you want to say you ain't playing for somebody no more like they did you wrong? Ben Simmons, get your life together. But anyway, thank y'all again for watching Eden Sports Chat. Like, share, subscribe. Sponsors get at me. We here. I ain't going nowhere. See y'all every week. Eden Sports Chat. Deuces.